So let's see if we can make this subtraction. I'm going to take this rational expression, subtract this rational expression, and to do so, we need to get the LCD. In order to get the LCD, we need to factor this trinomial right here. So let's get started. We're going to have that first expression, x over x plus 6 minus, how about x minus 2 over, let's go with x and x, 9 and 2, 6 and 3. Let's go with 6 and 3. And it's going to be a plus 6 plus 6. All right, now the LCD here is x plus 6, x plus 3. I'm going to circle that. And now I'm going to write, this is just the way I do it here, I'm going to write a big fraction bar. I'm going to write LCD on the bottom. Now on the top, what are we going to do with this x? Do we need to make any adjustments? So what are we going to do with that x? So here's how I think about this. Look at the original denominator and compare it to the new ones right below it. See what's happening? Here's the original, here's the new. The original right here, x plus 6, is being multiplied by x plus 3. So to keep this expression balanced, we need to multiply the top by x plus 3. Make sense? If we multiply the bottom by x plus 3, we have to multiply the top by x plus 3. So let's do that. So we'll have an x plus 3 here, and then minus. Now, what about this x minus 2 here? Any adjustment necessary on this one? We'll compare the original denominator to the new one. No change. So no change in the denominator, no change in the top. But I am going to use parentheses around here because we have a subtraction. I want to be sure to subtract the entire numerator. So subtract all of it. Now let's multiply through here. So multiply through, we're going to get x squared plus 3x. Remove that parentheses, minus x plus 2. Now because I can still do something on the top here, I'm still going to write LCD on the bottom. And now let's combine some terms on the top here. We're going to get x squared, and then what have we got here? We've got 3x minus x, that's a 2x, and then plus 2, and that's all over the LCD. Now I can't do anything more to that top, so I think we're done here. So I'm going to write the LCD, which is x plus 6, x plus 3. What I would try to do here is factor this numerator, but it's not going to factor, right? You can't factor a 2 and get a 2. 2 and 1, I can't get a 2. So we're done here. So because I can't factor this, I'm going to go ahead and write the LCD. And now, because it doesn't factor, nothing's going to cancel. So we've got this problem done. So let's claim this is the simplified form of this. Now on to number 21, what we're going to do is we're going to add. Back in number 20, we subtracted. Now we're going to add. So to do this, we still need the common denominators. So we're going to factor these denominators. So let's do that. So we're going to get 2x over, now what have we got here? Difference of 2 squares. So we know we get conjugates out of that. So we're going to get x and x, 3 and 3, one's plus, one's minus, and then plus x over, how about this, x and x. Now what I'm looking for is, are the factors of 6 that give me a 5. So I could use 6 and 1, but they're the same sign, so that's not going to work. Let's use 3 and 2, and that'll give us a 5. So 3 and 2, the 6 is positive. So 3 and 2 have the same sign, which is that middle plus sign. So we've got our LCD. Our LCD is x plus 3, x minus 3, x plus 2. There we go. Now, just a point here is, even though this x plus 3 appears here and here, I don't need to write it twice. If it appeared to a higher power, then I would write the higher power. But whatever factor it appears, you're going to use that, and you use it to the highest power to which it appears. So x plus 3 is just to the first power. So let's write our big fraction bar. We'll write LCD on the bottom and make adjustments on the top. So what about this 2x? Okay, any adjustment necessary on the 2x? So compare the original denominator here to the new one. Whatever's missing in the new one, that's our adjustment factor. So here's the original right here. What's missing is the x plus 2. So you can see we've multiplied the bottom by x plus 2. Let's multiply the top by x plus 2. So we'll get an x plus 2 plus. Now, what about this x? Any adjustment to the x? So compare the original denominator right here to the new one right below it. You can see what's missing. You've got the x plus 3, the x plus 2. What's missing is the x minus 3. So that's our adjustment factor, x minus 3. So let's multiply these through here. So we're going to get 2x squared plus 4x. And over here, we'll get plus x squared minus 3x. Now, I'm just going to write over LCD because I can still do some things up here. So let's combine. So 2x squared and another x squared is 3 of those. So we'll get 3x squareds. And then we've got a 4x minus 3x. That's a plus x. Over, now I can factor that. So I'm just going to write LCD. You know what, let's take this up here where we have some room. Now I'm going to factor an x out of the top. And if I factor that x out, what I'm left with is 3x plus 1. Now I can't do any more, so now I'm going to write the LCD, which is x plus 3, x minus 3, and x plus 2. And I look at this, nothing's going to cancel. So if we did everything right, there's our simplified form.